Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to do some very day one C-section scar release. So if you are 6 weeks postpartum and you just had your C-section scar assessed by your doctor and it's healing well, these are some very simple and gentle stretches you can do to help kind of release the tension in the scar and just get things moving. Now for this video, I'm not going to show you any techniques where you are directly working on the scar, but I'm going to show you techniques that can help indirectly work on the scar to help release tension and make sure that that scar tissue doesn't get too tight. So the C-section scar is located very low, it's right above the pubic bone. So the techniques I'm going to show you are actually right in the abdomen. So these can be done in general around 6 weeks postpartum, but again, I highly recommend seeing a pelvic floor physical therapist just to make sure you are doing it correctly, and also make sure that you have talked to your doctor to make sure everything is healed and that you're not overstressing the tissue. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to do a sink and distract. So what you're going to do is you're going to just place your hand on your belly. Now, if this is the first time touching your belly, it might just help to just kind of do some gentle circles just to get accustomed to your abdomen. If you haven't looked at it for 6 weeks, or if you haven't really touched it in a while, this is just good to kind of desensitize the area and get you used to the area. So what you're going to do is you're going to sink your hand down and then you're going to pull up. Now I have a little bit of lotion on my hand, so you can see as I sink down and pull up that my hand is sliding. So try not to let that happen. So I'm just going to wipe my hand. So you're going to sink down your hand, you're going to gently pull up, and you should feel a little bit of a stretch. And where you pull, a very gentle pull on the scar. And then you're going to hold it for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then you're going to release. Now I'm going to move to a different area. I'm going to sink and then pull. Now the area that I'm sinking at, I'm sinking kind of right a little bit below the belly button, or at the area of the belly button. So again, I'm not going low where the C-section scar is, I'm going a few inches above it. So I'm going to sink down, pull up, and we're going to hold that. Sink down, pull up, and hold for 3 to 5 seconds. So you can do that across the span or the diameter or the width of the abdomen. Now it should feel pretty pain-free. Again, a stretch or slight pull is pretty normal, but no pain. So again, this is known as the sink and distract technique. Great, and you can just do that along the width of your abdomen and just do it for about like 10 to 15 times. Great. So that's the first technique. The second technique is you're going to grab your 2 finger pads and you're just going to do some gentle circles above the scar. So let's say the scar is right here. You're just going to do some gentle circles. You're going to sink your fingers down and you're going to do some circles. You can go clockwise or counterclockwise. It doesn't really matter, but you're just working above the scar. So you're just moving the scar tissue around the C-section scar, making sure it's nice and mobile so it doesn't get too sticky. Now, scar tissue, when it's first formed, it tends to be a little bit more sticky and rough, and it's not very smooth or very hydrated. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to hydrate the tissue, get it moving, maintain its mobility or improve its mobility so it doesn't get too tight in that area. So you're just doing this above the scar. Again, you're going across the width of your abdomen, and you can do this for about a minute or two, I would say, in total. And these techniques, again, you can do almost every single day after your 6-week checkup. Generally, we don't do any work actually on the C-section scar until maybe like 8 to 12 weeks postpartum. But again, it kind of like depends on each person. So it's better to have a formal assessment done by a pelvic floor PT. Great. And now we're just going to end with diaphragmatic breathing. So I'm going to have you place your hands on your lower belly. We're going to have you inhale, think about expanding air into your abdomen all the way into your pubic area. And then you're going to exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. Sometimes it helps to have one hand on the ribs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. One more time. And exhale. Good. So you can do that for about a minute or two. Diaphragmatic breathing is a really great option in addition to those two massage techniques, because as you're breathing in and out, you're letting those sheets of tissue or fascia kind of slide and glide. You're letting those tissues unstick from each other. So again, those are just 3 different things that you can do very early on in the postpartum C-section stage just to help initiate your C-section scar recovery. Let me know if you have any questions and I'd be glad to answer them.